Hi everyone, today I'm gonna be playing Tavern Keeper. Instead of playing the demo story, we're going to do free play and do a bit more challenging run starting with 0 money. If I can get that right, yeah. I will also have challenging storage, money, etc, taxes, and I'll change the tax to 20% because that feels like more typical, and I'll get started. Welcome to River Bottom. So here we are in the swamp. First thing, I pause and we need to build a bit of stuff. Now first thing you notice is we don't have money, so what we gotta do is go into the ledger, go into the shark loans here and select loan. Now these change every time, so it will be very different, and here I think I see 2 viable options. This one is a good loan, not a high interest. Unfortunately, it is very little. So I either take these 2 and pay like 130 gold per day, or I get this, which is much bigger to start with, but I have to pay much more per day. So I think I'll get these 2 loans and try to get by with 450, which is quite challenging. So first we need to create a tap room. Not gonna do something huge. Here we go. Plus 69 to do this. We do need a door, which costs 10 eventually, plus we need to go to the storage and stuff. What we need is a couple of bar counters. Let's put there, and we need at least 1 tap. Eventually 2 might be better. Same thing, we need more of those. It is necessary to have a staff room, so probably I'll do one here. I'm not sure how big I want it because I don't want to spend money essentially. And here I want a table. I don't know if the work schedule provides any benefit, but we have very little money, so I don't want to go over the top. We could get a small storeroom here as well. So if I do a small storeroom, I'm just trying to be as cheap as possible and trying maybe just a bit more, because we're trying to not move much eventually. And here, let's say we set a pallet or 2. Perfect. Now we obviously need to hire people, and this is us money, and this has very poor server stats, so I'm not gonna go for Julie. Dargrim looks okay. You can see in the dark things, the dark vision, but doesn't like being a chef, which is fine. We're not gonna starting with chef roles. Dominic is a bit more messy, doesn't like cleaning or doesn't clean as well. Oriander and Gavin. Now what we really want is someone with good service, so between Dominic and Dargrim, I'm gonna go with Dargrim because that just feels better. I'm gonna start playing because we need to buy drinks, and that we need the merchant to arrive. I do have more stuff I do want to buy, but I want to get the drinks first. So we're going to let that dictate, and we can pause speed just to get the arrival of the merchant. Hooray! Oh, and they're only selling 3 types of drinks. So here we can hover and see kind of what rating we might get from those different drinks. So this seems to be better at 73% with humans. This is 70%. They're both equally cheap. So I'll get both of them actually. And I'll get a lot. So what we're just going to do is put it on tap. There we go. We can now open our tavern, and we can give it a name. So here we're going to go with the pink drink, some pink giraffe. Nothing to do with the actual pink drink. Now, probably we want to get some lighting just cause it will help with the decor. Probably just put one there, maybe another in the corner for now. I am spending money that I barely have, but I want to get to a place where we're rich and we can customize. Our first patrons are here. Now this game looks extremely good because like look how much you can zoom in and rotate. And they're talking to each other, which is cool. We have 2 different drinks, but you need to start serving. I can tell him to stop taking a break and he's going to go take an order. So they want a drink, and I do think we'll need a second person very soon. So I'm assuming Dominic will be our second person as soon as we buy something. I think that would help. I am not sure, but we have to try. Now, if we look here, we need to pay 153. So I need to balance between upgrading the tavern, but also keeping enough for the tax. So let's see how they work together. Someone is cleaning, the other is serving. There is a lot of dirt, so we do need to clean. I can look at the tavern menu and I could technically they do have a 70% price rating, so I could like try to change it, but I'm not gonna do that now. I feel like rating might be beneficial, and we can look at the rating of different people essentially, and like service rating, drink. So if we look at the service, it would be like service staff. That's not something I can really help, but the decor is fully 100, so that's great. And if we look at overall, that includes the atmosphere, which is brightness and cleanliness, so that torch really helped. I love how they're just going behind the bar. I'm not sure why. Clearly there's a queue here. Oh, they're just wandering around because the queue's not long enough. Oh damn. So we definitely cannot keep up with the patronage we have at the moment. And that's a problem. Because now they're starting to get impatient. And when they get impatient, we can try to placate them. We can give them a free drink. And I'm not sure what placating does, but I just gave it a try. They're next in line, so hopefully that's fine. Oof. Perfect. Now, something I said, I will want to give a second tap here. And I'll use the housey brew. So, if I lower the price, you can see the pricing change, the behavior. So at 9 it becomes that. So if I put that as well as 10, that will change it. So we can try to do that. Try to get more money. So we need to get 171 in 4.5 hours. So maybe buying the second one, I don't know. The evening shift has been so quiet, and I was expecting them to come in more. And I also have the problem where in the staff, I need a second bed in the staff room. And that means I have 12 hours to remove the bankruptcy. Well, unfortunately, I don't know what else to do other than take an even larger loan. And I'll pay this one. I'll pay both of them. I just
repaid your loan. How exciting!
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit cheesing, but I couldn't make it. So now that we have the bigger loan, I can actually set up a bit of different things, so like work schedule and yeah. We'll have a dartboard. I feel like a bulletin board is even more important. And we're gonna put that there. And we unlock the star. Half a star. Now, something that's really cool is that, let's say I've put a table here, I can completely customize it with what I want to add. And there's so many things that you can add, like roses, hearts, and you can create your own custom thing. So I've created this from white. So this is my dragon egg bomb. I'm also gonna decorate this, right? So I'm going to essentially, no, how about we make this a bit bigger? And what I'm going to do is actually really funny, I would say. What I'd like to create is like a cat-like cat. Now that's probably a bit huge, so how will I create a paw? I have no clue. But essentially, we want to create a kind of like a body here. Oh, I mean, that kind of worked. Okay. And now we're gonna create the paw, which is gonna be so fucking difficult. Because what we're gonna do is first move that here. It has to be slightly bigger there. Oh my god, I kind of figured it out. You don't do them small, you just move them in. Oh, I moved it in too much. So you kind of like this, a bit like that. And like that, it's a paw. Yes! Oh my god. I'm really happy with that. Oh my god. That's actually not a terrible idea. I'll create a template. Safe and share. Oh my god, I love this cat. I mean, that's just like incredible. And now that I spent so much time and money doing that, we can continue playing. We've earned our first star. And we've unlocked stuff like toilets, basin, and such. Oh, we got a leather. Right. Because our tavern rating has increased, we get 100 gold. That's definitely helpful. So getting the 2 taps is essential for that. Wet patrons track in mud and might want a fire to help dry off. Right. Actually, I see that right now. Fire not included, so that doesn't really help. Oh, stove. This is what the heat is. Oh, is this where cold is? Oh, so they're going for it. That it's actually useful. Good to know. Wipe up spilled drinks with. I mean, there's definitely lots of useful things here. Toilet. Oh, we can do kitchen. I don't know if kitchen is too early. But I do think we need a basic toilet. Let's just put it here. So now they're using all bars, so getting all the bars definitely was necessary. The table is 2.5 thanks to the cat. Right, someone is using the darts thing and that gives us 3 gold. So them using items like the bulletin, etc. That's extra revenue with like no work. Eventually they're good to have. They're not just decorations. We can also look at different things, so we can buy stuff from delivery. 3 hours, fast delivery. I don't think I need this yet. There's also food we can buy. Swamp bread. Unsafe unless grilled. Common rat. Okay. We might want to look at getting a kitchen. But we want to make sure we have 219 and not go under that. We had some unhappy people because of the decor. Yeah, drink. Apparently, service. Oof. Yeah, service speed we can improve. Atmosphere though. Brightness. It's very, very dark. So we need more lighting. Oh, we need to pay 226. That increased. Oh, we're not bankrupt just by 1. Oh, boy. I'd like to buy more stuff. Oh, we can buy ingredients now. Well, it's double. Can this be sold as is? These are sitting, so we'll take orders apparently. And we'll take a second order. Why don't they order together? Right, so one served. And the other served as well. Awesome. I'll purchase the bread. Yeah, we can sell the bread right as is. I think that's more expensive than before. And here we can see the stock prognosis. We have 13 in stock. Demand 17. So, we likely need to buy a bit of that. I don't have the other one, but I can also have a look at some other options. Oh, see, this one is well liked, like 82. Flavor rating is there. It's all about the price. Oh, yeah, the taxes increase. We'll actually have to get more than just that. Oh, see, that makes it harder. And the 3 gold that you're giving me is not gonna mean much. Shall you? Right. I could try keep it open more. So then I have to change the schedule. Right. Because we are open until 3. And well, that sucks. But we're gonna make you off work. I think that makes sense. 2 hours until bankruptcy, no customers, so once again, I'm going to take a loan. Now this one, very low loan. An extra 30 per day, I can do that. And I have to. That's just the way it is. For example, if we increase that, I can have, yep, perfect. Gift boxes. Oh, where did that come from? One free bill. Cheers. Okay, we're putting the bread in. And 6 hours to make a lot of money. Now our service rating has definitely fallen, with the decor being extremely terrible. But we don't have money to buy more decor. And that's a problem. Oh, we can look at stuff like temperature. Oh, these are great. Brightness. Filth. Noise. Decoration. Which is okay. Livability. Yeah. 100% understand. So this should be definitely moved. They're playing cards. House brew spoiled. Ugh. Damn. Yep, that's spoiled as well. And we are, again, bankruptcy warning. Nobody comes in at night. The scrape barrel is also spoiling. I overbought. Oh boy. Yeah, so now we don't have any drinks. We could do this. But I feel like I am stuck making more loans just to stay afloat. I'll buy more stuff. We'll give it one last day. But this is gonna be fast forwarded because I don't have much faith. Essentially, we got more bread. I mean, we're offering this. I'm gonna offer this super cheap. So they better man and get it. Oh, we welcomed a total of 100 visitors. And we're just like on our
What's a tavern
fourth,
without a
fifth loan.
crowd? Come on in, everyone.
Right, nobody has ordered bread. So us buying the kitchen is definitely not a smart move. Oh, facilities. Price of 1-star dartboard. Wait, so we can change the price. Okay. That's something I didn't know. Oh no, I didn't notice. We got bankrupt. And that's the end of Tavern Keeper.